I will also tell you that, man, we got something cool going on also, baby, on the channel for the merch. Y'all see the merchandise that's always available. The Artemis Experience with Deke show merchandise. 2 new things. We have a new item that has been added, man. The crew neck. All right. It's not on display. You got to click on one of the shirts or on the link in the description box. Take you to the website. But yeah, man, we have new crew neck sweatshirts with the Artemis Experience with Deke logo up there. For those that don't want to do the hoodie all the time, sometimes you got to crew neck it up.
Yeah,
that's available to you. And because I was thinking about Trina Still Diva, I have a promo code. Okay. Promo code is MOATS. She said put it on everything. That's what she said, right?
It's simple enough.
So if you use the promo code MOATS when you're checking out, you will get 15% off of your purchases all the way up until New Year's. All right. So you got some extras for that. You know, a little incentivization, a little, I love y'all. Y'all love us. We appreciate y'all. So there you have it, baby. There you have it. Promo code MOATS when you are using, the checkout. When you're purchasing some of the Artemis Experience with Deke podcast attire and that new crew sweatshirt. It is fire.
Oh, yeah.
But can we get to this first topic, bro? Because like I said, man, I'm hyped, bro. All right. We obviously talked about this guy last show, because he was boxing or we was talking about him potentially boxing. But then we got news that my man LeVeon Bell has a job now. He has recently been signed to not just the Tampa Bay Buccaneers practice squad, but he's to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers active roster. Okay.
Right off the bat,
active roster. They said that they like his pass catching ability and his pass blocking as well. And it was one of them things, man. When we posted our video of us talking about him potentially having the boxing match, you read the comments, and of course the comments.
Oh, they going off.
They get a little wild in there every once in a while. Some of it is, oh man, well, it's because he's trash anyways. He got to go box. He's broke. He can't do this. Nobody's gonna pick him up. He's washed. It's over. And like 2 days later, it's like, well. I guess the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers didn't think he was trash. They didn't think he didn't have it anymore. I was very excited about that.
Too many Steeler connections down there for them to think he doesn't have it.
Listen, and then it hit me. I said, oh, when I was in Pittsburgh, who was my group on offense when I was in Pittsburgh? What do we call the trio on offense, bro? We had some guys that all their last names began with the letter B.
I've seen people trying to bring it up on social media.
They began with the letter
let's
B.
Not do it.
Listen.
Nope.
You got L Bell. That's one B. You got Antonio Brown. That's another B. Now we know the third B was Ben Roethlisberger, but we can substitute that B out because we have Tom, and his last name is Brady, which begins with the letter B. So we can have all three. Like I said, seeing those two back in the same building, I got excited. I got inspired. It's kind of like
I'm hurting.
When you watch the movies and it's like, oh, this was a group that used to be together, had a lot of success, and then for some reason the whole band fell apart, and then it's a reunion tour, and they going around getting everybody, hey, yo, you gonna come back to the tour? Hey, what you doing? You come back to the tour? And they're like, all right, man, I'm gonna come back, bro. Seeing them together, I start to stretch. I can't understand. I worked out. I got on the bike. I started pedaling Deke. I was like, you know what, man? If the band is getting back together now, wait a minute.
Well, let's look at the depth chart real quick for them. Pierre Paul, one of their edge rushers, and Shaquille Barrett. So if one of them go down,
JPP's my class too. That's my dude.
If one of them go down, here's the depth. How do you feel matched up against either of these guys? Anthony Nelson, Joe Tyrone.
Nah, Tyrone nice. I ain't messing with him.
Oh, man, I can't even pronounce the second part of his last name. I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, he nice.
So what about Anthony Nelson, though? Think you could take him?
Hey, I like me. for the band to get back together? Oh, we talking about the band getting back to... Deke, it's the band, bro.
This isn't right.
The band getting back... different lead singer.
This isn't right.
We just replaced the lead singer. That's it. Some might even say it was an upgrade at least. They say, hey, look, man, you cool and all, but we're going to get this person instead to sing. I'm trying, who has been replaced? If I could think off the top of my head, a famous band that replaced the lead singer, just the lead guy. And it's like, dang, y'all low key better now with the replacement than y'all were beforehand. That's what it feels like right now, man.
Yeah, I don't think it's been done. I don't see it being done here.
Until now, man.
Listen, dude, bro. This just isn't right because this is how it should be back here. This is how it was supposed to be, dude. We talked about it. How many of these past couple off seasons? The Killer Bee reunion. Bring it back. Oh, man. Please, bring it back.
I think I'm going to go work out. I think I'm going to get a double in today, just in case. You know what I mean? Let Debo show up in Tampa Bay. Okay? Let Debo get that phone call. Oh, because he the last member of the band for me. You feel me? LeVeon Bell, I was so. But Debo, that was like my guy. You know what I mean? If we in the background, if I'm on drums, he the bass guy. You know what I mean? So it's like I relate to him. If he come back, oh man, it's over, bro. It's call the wife, let her know, babe, I love you. I know I promised I was done, but the band came back, all right? And I gotta be there. I can't miss it. So yeah, man.
So you'd be considering signing with them.
Man.
But if that doesn't happen, would we see you in a Tampa Bay jersey in here? That's what I'm worried about too.
Was AB number down there? 18?
It's 81.
81? 81? I'm going to wait to see what L Bell get first. L Bell might have a better number. I ain't really feeling the 81 all the way because I'm an 8'4" AB guy, but depending on what number L Bell get.
You're saying if he rocks the classic 2'6".
Let him. I'm going to come on the show. All right.
Now, what do you think logistically about this one? Smart for depth purposes. I don't know how much he's actually going to play in the playoffs, though, because I think Fournette's still the better back. If he's supposed to be playing in the playoffs, then he'll get the majority of the carries.
Yeah, this is a move solely because of the injury and the health situation with their running back room.
Because Bernard even got hurt, too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, Giovanni Bernard, to me, honestly, right now, I think he gives you a little bit more out the backfield in terms of just the passing specialist part of it, right? Obviously, Elba, I think, would be the best blocker of the bunch. But in terms of running the ball, I like Leonard Fournette over him right now. I like Ronald Jones over him right now, just based on their styles, the burst that they play with as well, and the fact that they've been on active rosters and seen playing time these past couple of years. Whereas with L. Bell, he was on a practice squad for a while in Baltimore. Obviously, he got activated and had some success, but it was still a very limited role. And then in Kansas City, he wasn't dressing or wasn't even playing realistically. And we know in New York, everything that happened there. So for me, it's like, it's cool and it's interesting because, like I said, the name part of it. And obviously we love the nostalgia when you're talking about getting L. Bell and AB together. But at the same time, though, it's still multiple variables with them, even now in their situations. You got to think, AB's coming back from how many weeks?
Godwin's out for the season.
Yeah, Godwin's done now with the ACL, which is a crazy play. But, I mean, that is what the rules kind of force you to do a little bit. But when you look at AB, right, coming back from the ankle injury along with the 3-game suspension from COVID, we got to see what that looks like. Then, obviously, with L. Bell, just because he's been sitting, you know? Like once he left Baltimore, it was a couple of weeks where he wasn't employed. So we're gonna have to see what does that how long does it take for him to get up to speed. He isn't familiar with Arians because I'm trying to think.
No.
In 13, Arians was already gone by then.
No.
He might have had 1 year then.
His rookie year. One.
Yeah.
His rookie year.
But I say because when I came 13. In 14, that's when Haley came. So yeah. So then quicker in terms of the learning curve, him getting picked up and acclimated. So that makes even more sense now than why you would bring him in. I did not know that 13. That was 13. So that was it then. Yeah, that was definitely it.
And he had a solid rookie season.
Yeah, it makes sense. And with a guy like Brady, you know the two things that L. Bell has to do. Number one, pick up any blitz because Brady's not giving you mobility. But if you give him time, he obviously can cook. And then you already know that, man, if Brady wants to operate through the running backs, as we saw in the Super Bowl with James White, he doesn't have a problem featuring those guys in the passing game.
Hell, even last year with Tampa Bay, Fournette had a hell of a run. And Ronald Jones's run last year was kind of overshadowed by Leonard Fournette because he actually played pretty good for them. That's why I don't think this is for them, puts them over the top at all.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be sticking with Fournette and Jones probably.
Yeah. But this is it could be viewed as a high-end Band-Aid though. Because that's essentially what you're trying to do. You're trying to cover yourself for 2, potentially 3 weeks. And that's the difference when you talk about some of these other teams when they're going down and you're looking at the depth and you're like, dang, like you're putting this guy, there has to be somebody better. Well, that's their version of, hey, we got all our guys down, but we do happen to have somebody that's available and can go right out there since he already has a familiarity with the scheme and the system as well. But I'm looking in the chat, bro, and it looks like we have some updates on our COVID front as well.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm hoping that it's not accurate, but it is. It's not looking too good.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
All right, let me know. Tell me. Bush. Oh, no.
Yeah.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, bro. So do we want? I mean, we can go right to that, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, because
is he the only one?
From what I have seen thus far, obviously it was just popping up. But let's
I think it is just
do we
Bush.
have anything left that you wanted to say with the L Bell signing? Before we,
I just think with this, if he does get an opportunity, I think it'll be better for him as opposed to the Ravens. We didn't know how the Ravens was going to play out just because they had the different style of offense. Mm-hmm. With that signing, I trusted more of the Ravens organization. Like if you did your due diligence, you're going to sign Bell, you're probably going to think it's going to work and you're going to make it work somehow because they can usually pick up people. You know, we've seen Mike Wallace, like Anquan Boldin later in his career.
Success,
Torrey Smith, dudes that Steve Smith even. Mm-hmm. But it didn't work out for Bell. I would probably lean more on it just being a weird offense and him not getting the opportunities. But this is more traditional for him. I think it could be good.
But to say it didn't work out, I don't think that's the truth. I think it did work out to an extent. I mean, he was getting his touchdowns. He was getting some yardage and stuff like that. I just think Latavius Murray was already ahead of him. You know what I mean? And
I feel like him and Freeman fitted a little better, though.
Well, no, I think they did, but I think all three of them complemented each other really well because you could definitely see the success when they would go through the different style of run plays for all three of those guys. And you're charting, and it's like, oh, these style plays work when you're doing this first. Okay, now granted, that running back can't do this and he can't do that, but when you use them all together like how they were doing, it was effective. And that's my thing. It's like, I just think that with L. Bell, he was never viewed ahead of those other guys there, so it was always.
It's weird because they signed him first.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but I think as soon they signed him first, practice squad, but then Murray directly to the active. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, whoa, why did y'all go that route when both of them are available at the same time too? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, my main point is just if he got opportunities, I wouldn't be surprised if he had success because of the familiarity with Arians, and also it just feels like it would be an offense more fitting to him as opposed to what was going on with the Ravens.
And I personally thought Baltimore, you see how long he was there as well. I don't feel like it's going to be like that for Tampa just because of like how many games are remaining and then knowing those guys will be returning. Whereas with Baltimore, it was the season end variety. So you didn't have to worry about those guys coming back. I think that's why we're all kind of surprised also when they decided to release him when they did, because it was like, whoa, man, he's a part of this rotation. He's playing, and these guys aren't necessarily returning to your team. Yeah, but with Tampa, because those guys are coming back. It's not like they're done for the year.
Yeah, because I don't think he's necessarily washed. Was I maybe wrong this offseason? I don't know, just because I don't think he got enough opportunities with the Ravens, because my whole take was always like, nah, I looked at the Chiefs. Yeah. They didn't give him the ball enough, but I'm still seeing him make a lot of missed tackles. Mm-hmm. Cuts are nice, kind of looking very similar to what he was doing with the Steelers. Yeah. So if he got the full workload somewhere, I think he could do similar things. Now, did he lose a little bit compared to when he was in Pittsburgh? Maybe that's the natural running back cycle. I don't know.
You said Ben ain't lost nothing yet,
Ben.
so that L. Bell ain't lose nothing either, man.
Well, with Ben, I just talk about the mobility in terms of like arm strength, wherewithal, savviness. He still got it.
L. Bell savviness, he still got it. Blitz pickup. Vision,
sure, and that could be good for the Bucs.
Got all that, man.
Exactly, especially with their offensive line, he might be fine. That's what I mean. I wouldn't be surprised if he did have success. But once Fournette comes back with Ronald Jones, I don't see why the Bucs would.
Why would you, right?
Yeah, why would you rely on Bell when you have those two dudes? When you saw what they did in the playoffs last year,
healthier, more explosive. Yeah.
I think that's it for the Bucs and LeVeon Bell signing.
So now let's get
not a big deal, but you got the storylines, I guess, with him and Brown being down there.